Welcome to our channel. Today we're exploring how BRICS, under the leadership of Victoria Panova, is set to reshape global finance as we head into 2024. Discover how the upcoming BRICS summit could challenge Western financial systems and what it means for the future. Let's dive in. Victoria Panova, who serves as the Russian president of the BRICS Council, recently highlighted the significant role that the BRICS alliance plays in addressing global political issues, particularly as we move towards 2024. The world has been increasingly focused on political dynamics, and in the midst of this, BRICS has been quietly making substantial moves that could reshape the global financial landscape. This upcoming BRICS summit might bring some unexpected developments that could shock the West, especially considering the secretive nature of BRICS operations. Over recent years, BRICS has not only been discussing new strategies, but has actively worked on creating and implementing a new international payment system. This initiative has attracted the attention of hundreds of countries, signaling a potential shift away from the Western-dominated financial systems. It's quite remarkable when you think about it. BRICS has already secured commitments from 159 out of the world's 195 countries to adopt this new payment system. This raises a critical question. What does this mean for SWIFT, the current dominant player in global financial transactions, which has long been under Western control? Moreover, which countries are aligning with BRICS to challenge this well-established system? In this video, we will delve into all the factors that might be causing unease in the West, particularly in financial hubs like Oregon. Historically, the global financial system has been heavily reliant on SWIFT. For decades, SWIFT has been the backbone of international financial messaging, facilitating secure transactions across borders. The very idea of adopting a payment system other than SWIFT was once considered unrealistic. For many years, even the thought of BRICS developing an alternative system seemed far-fetched. Critics doubted whether a new alliance, especially one consisting of emerging economies, could create a viable alternative that would be accepted by nearly every country around the globe. However, the situation has drastically changed. Today, 159 countries are not only open to the idea, but are actively waiting for BRICS to launch their new online payment system. These countries are eager to adopt it, signaling a significant shift in global financial dynamics. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, have successfully implemented this new payment system with the aim of simplifying trade between member countries. A crucial aspect of this system is that it allows transactions to occur without using the US dollar as an intermediary. This represents a major milestone in BRICS' broader strategy of de-dollarization, which is the process of reducing dependency on the US dollar in international trade and finance. This approach holds significant importance not only for the BRICS countries, but also for many other nations around the world. There are several countries that are keen to reduce their reliance on the US dollar, which has long been the dominant currency in global trade. This reliance often leaves countries vulnerable to US economic policies and sanctions. The BRICS new payment system offers an alternative that could empower these countries, giving them more control over their financial transactions and reducing the influence of the dollar on their economies. The push towards de-dollarization by BRICS has been especially pronounced in recent years, partly as a response to Western sanctions, particularly those imposed on Russia. These sanctions have highlighted the risks associated with depending too heavily on a single currency for international transactions. The establishment of this new payment system by BRICS is a clear indication of their intent to promote the use of local currencies and other forms of payment for international trade. Despite initial skepticism from some quarters, the concept has gained significant traction. This momentum is further supported by technological advancements and the growing interest from nations worldwide. Elvira Nabiullina, the governor of the Central Bank of Russia, has been a vocal supporter of this new system. She has articulated that this payment system could serve as a viable alternative to SWIFT, which has been the world's leading financial messaging network for decades. For those who might doubt the feasibility of replacing SWIFT, Nabiullina pointed out that similar systems are already in place in other parts of the world. These systems have proven that it is indeed possible to conduct international financial transactions without relying on SWIFT. The success of the BRICS payment system, however, hinges on the technical readiness of the participating nations and their willingness to embrace this new platform. In the current scenario, many new users are eager to sign up for this innovative payment system. They see it as a way to gain more financial independence and reduce the dominance of Western financial systems. The BRICS payment system, if widely adopted, could mark a significant shift in the global financial order, challenging the long-standing supremacy of Western-dominated systems like SWIFT. This is a story that the world is closely watching, as the implications could be far-reaching, affecting not just financial markets, but also global political power dynamics. The announcement of a new payment system for BRICS countries has caught many by surprise. Up until now, BRICS, an economic alliance comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, had been reluctant to establish such a system. This reluctance stemmed from the complexities involved in creating a unified financial network across countries with diverse economic structures and interests. However, the growing need for economic independence and resilience against external pressures has prompted a shift in strategy. This proposed payment system is designed to strengthen the economic ties among BRICS countries by making trade and financial exchanges more autonomous. Currently, much of global trade is conducted through systems that are heavily influenced by Western financial institutions. This new BRICS payment system aims to reduce dependence on these institutions, giving member countries more control over their economic activities. The upcoming BRICS summit in 2024 is expected to focus heavily on this initiative. If the payment system is successfully established, it could be operational soon after, potentially unlocking new business opportunities within the BRICS alliance. For many countries looking to join BRICS, the prospect of an alternative financial system is particularly appealing. They see it as a viable means to escape the dominance of the American financial order, which has long been a cornerstone of global trade. Iran's involvement in this discussion has raised eyebrows, particularly in Western countries. Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson, Nasser Kanani, has been vocal about his country's interest in this new payment system. He proposed a bold idea, linking the payment systems of all BRICS countries to streamline financial transactions. This proposal is not just theoretical. It is grounded in Iran's extensive experience in navigating around international sanctions. For years, Iran has been subjected to some of the most stringent economic sanctions in history. In response, it has developed sophisticated methods to bypass the SWIFT network, a global system used for cross-border payments. Iran's ability to continue trading despite these sanctions has been a testament to its resilience. This expertise makes Iran a valuable partner in the development of a new BRICS payment system, one that could make the economies of member countries more resistant to similar pressures. Kanani believes that the current geopolitical climate is ideal for such an initiative. Over the past few years, BRICS countries have been gradually shifting their trade payments away from the US dollar and towards their national currencies. This trend reflects a broader desire to reduce reliance on Western-dominated financial systems. Iran's push for deeper economic integration within BRICS aligns with this trend. The proposed project would link the existing payment systems of BRICS countries, creating a unified network that facilitates smoother and more secure financial exchanges across the bloc. Kanani also highlighted a recent success story that could serve as a model for the entire BRICS alliance: the integration of Russian and Iranian payment systems. This integration has allowed both countries to maintain robust trade relations despite facing significant economic sanctions. According to Kanani, the conditions are ripe for expanding this model across the BRICS bloc. Iran has even formally proposed to Russia that this integrated payment system be extended to all BRICS countries. The development of this new payment system has significant implications. It represents a challenge to the current global financial order, which is heavily influenced by Western powers. If successful, the BRICS payment system could offer a viable alternative to SWIFT and other Western-controlled financial networks. This possibility is causing concern among Western allies, who are closely monitoring the situation. The inclusion of 159 countries in the new BRICS payment system, though their identities have not yet been disclosed, suggests that this initiative could have far-reaching consequences. The expansion of the payment network to include more countries would not only strengthen BRICS, but also shift the balance of economic power on a global scale. The new payment system, known as the BRICS Bridge, has been introduced to simplify international trade by reducing the need for the US dollar. This initiative, discussed in various meetings among BRICS member countries, aims to create a system where countries can conduct transactions using their own local currencies instead of relying on the US dollar. The main goal is to make cross-border trade more efficient and less dependent on American financial systems. Currently, the global financial system heavily relies on the US dollar and the SWIFT payment network. The US dollar is the world's dominant reserve currency, used in a majority of international transactions. SWIFT, which stands for the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, is a secure messaging network that connects more than 11,000 banks and financial institutions across 195 countries. This system plays a crucial role in facilitating the transfer of billions of dollars each day and supports the global financial infrastructure. The BRICS Bridge payment system proposes a significant shift. It allows member countries to trade using their own currencies, which could reduce their dependence on the US dollar and challenge the control exerted by the SWIFT system. This move could alter the traditional financial dominance of the US, which has historically used its control over the dollar and SWIFT to influence global economic activities. If the BRICS payment system gains widespread adoption, especially with the involvement of 159 additional countries, it could potentially undermine the dominance of the US dollar and the SWIFT system. This would be a major change in the global financial landscape, impacting how international transactions are conducted and how financial influence is distributed. The US has long benefited from its control over these financial tools. The dollar's status as the leading global reserve currency means that it is used in most international transactions, particularly in key commodities like oil. This widespread use ensures a constant demand for the dollar, giving the US substantial influence over global economic and financial systems. Additionally, the SWIFT network's ability to securely transmit financial messages globally further consolidates Western control over international trade and finance. Western countries, particularly the United States, have used their control over these systems to exert influence and advance their geopolitical interests. Economic sanctions, for instance, can be imposed unilaterally by the US, leveraging its control over the dollar and SWIFT to isolate or pressure other countries without needing international consensus. This creates a situation where countries using the dollar and SWIFT are effectively at a disadvantage, as they have limited alternatives to avoid this economic leverage. In summary, the BRICS Bridge payment system represents a potential shift away from the traditional dominance of the US dollar and the SWIFT network. By allowing countries to use their own currencies for trade, it could challenge the existing financial order and reduce the influence of Western financial systems over global trade. When the West imposes sanctions on a country, one of the most impactful measures is often cutting that country off from the SWIFT network. SWIFT, which stands for the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, is a global messaging system that banks use to send and receive information about financial transactions. By disconnecting a country from SWIFT, its ability to carry out international transactions is severely restricted. This means the country cannot easily buy or sell goods and services on the global market, leading to significant economic problems. For example, after Russia annexed Crimea in 2014 and later invaded Ukraine in 2022, the West responded with a series of strict sanctions. One of these measures was disconnecting several Russian banks from the SWIFT network. This action made it difficult for Russia to conduct international financial transactions, which hurt its ability to trade with other countries and access global markets. As a result, Russia's economy faced considerable disruptions and challenges. In response to these sanctions, and to reduce its vulnerability to Western financial pressures, Russia has been working with its BRICS partners to develop an alternative financial system. The BRICS group includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries represent a significant portion of the global population and economy. As of 2024, the BRICS nations together account for about 41% of the world's population and nearly 37.3% of global GDP. Given their economic size and influence, the BRICS countries have the potential to create a substantial alternative to the existing global financial system. If they succeed in establishing a new financial framework that reduces dependence on Western systems, it could have far-reaching effects on international trade and the global monetary system. The BRICS nations have already begun taking steps toward this goal, which could reshape how global finance operates in the future. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we look forward to bringing you more insightful content. See you next time.